Now, if you're anything like me, you're going to take the instructions out of the box and you're just going to... First step is to insert the device into your auxiliary cigarette lighter port, just like this. Now your device screen should be flashing like this, waiting to be set up. Now, the sensors are labelled front left, front right, rear left, rear right. So we're going to put these on the wheels now. Now, the kit does come with anti-theft washers, so it's up to you if you use them or not, but we do recommend using them. So if you are going to use them, all you have to do is unscrew your valve cap, screw this on, just like that. Get our cap here. This is the right rear tire, so that goes on like that. Then we are going to come in from behind and turn this anti-clockwise until it's tied up against the cap, and then use this little spanner which is included and just make sure it's nice and tight. Front right sensor going on. Why anyone would want to steal one of these sensors is beyond me, but okay. Now, once the sensors are all installed, there are two ways to pair them to the device. You can do it manually, which I find is kind of time consuming, or you can actually just drive the car for around 5 minutes. So after driving around the block 3 or 4 times, I've managed to pick up all 4 sensors. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change it from bar to PSI. So default from the factory, these units always will display in bar. So to change it to PSI, we're going to long press the menu button, which is on the left hand side. This is your menu button, this is the select button. So we're going to long press the menu button until that happens, and then we're going to hit the select button, and that's going to change that to PSI. And then to confirm, we're going to long press the menu button again. Okay, beautiful. Now I'm just going to show you how to switch between degrees Celsius and Fahrenheit. So again, long press menu button until that pops up, and we're going to press the menu button again, and you're going to see the Celsius start flashing. Fahrenheit, Celsius. Once we know what we want, long press the menu button again, and we're done. Beautiful. Now I'm going to show you how to set the upper pressure threshold limits. Okay, so to enter the menu settings, again, long press menu button. Now we are going to short press the same button twice. Okay, so the upper limit is currently at 43. I really don't see my tires getting any more inflated than that, so I'm going to leave that at that. That is absolutely fine. Confirm. Now the lower limit, you've got to consider, are you going to be doing any driving on sand, anything where you need to let your tires down considerably? So in my case, yes, we do a lot of beach driving. So I'm going to actually change the lower limit. So the lowest you can have it is 7 psi. I am going to change it to about 14, okay? So we're gonna hold that down to set that. Now, also another thing to consider is if you want to be notified sooner rather than later if you have a puncture or a slow leak in your tire. So in this case, my alarm is not actually going to go off until my tire pressure hits 14 psi, which is extremely low, okay? So say, for example, you wanted to be notified as soon as it drops 5 psi below what you've set your tire pressures at, then you would need to set that lower limit accordingly. So of course you can visually check where your tire pressures are at by looking on the screen, but realistically you would want that alarm to go off. Another thing I'm just finding interesting is the tire temperature here. So on the right hand side, I'm 45 and 40, and the sun is actually beaming onto the right hand side of my car, whereas the left hand side is in the shade, and the temperature of these tires is considerably lower. Okay, last but not least, we are going to set our temperature threshold. So again, enter the menu settings, long press the menu button. Now we're going to hit the same button 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, so this is our temperature threshold. So basically I'm going to set mine at 80 degrees. Hopefully my tires shouldn't heat up any more than that. And we're going to save that information, and we're basically ready to go. Now, one thing I absolutely love about this tire pressure monitoring device is that you can charge your devices through the actual device itself. So say you drive an old Patrol, you only have one cigarette lighter port, you want to monitor your tire pressures, but that means you can no longer charge your phone. Well, now you can. Happy days.